How to improve academic grade.
Hi and good morning to all of my friends and lecturers. Hello everyone. Today we would like to talk about how to improve academic grade. I know school is hard, and as we know, they have a difficult level of subject that we must learn include. I know the subject you did not like it. Because of that, our effort must be double. If we double our effort, we get the grade that we want. It's true that grade does define you, but it is still available in high school, university, or even maybe life after university. Because of that, if we have a good grade, we can get into the top university and even apply scholarship. I mean, how good is that? It's okay if we fail, but make sure you wake up and try hard. Even if you get ready after you fail, it is still like new improvement, and try hard next time. If you know you deserve better, then try hard, do something different. Do something that you never do, or use other method to study. Don't give up when you fail, but committed to the plan that you change. You know, it's not easy to suddenly change your grade from B to A, but it's going to have a lot of study. You know study? Yes, you know. Success does come overnight. It is effort and a lot of hard work. You know, you have to work for it. In this real world, there are no fairy godmother to magically turn your grade from C to the A. You know, you have to use your own effort, and although to do that, you must find your own way of study. You know, the own way of study, I mean, reading book did not improve your academic grade. We all have our own way to study. Some people listen to the lecturer, and some people use imagination, and some use a lot of exercise. But you know, for you, you have to find your own way of study. And with all your effort you do, I am sure you that going to be successful. You also must be positive in study and avoid all negative feeling, because the negative feeling will affect your study. There are solutions for your study. I mean, don't be sad and down when you stress, and to keep it for children to you for rise. Like my friend, like my school teacher, like my father said, if we got down 7 times, we raise 8 times. You know that for your study, you must do and don't give up. Okay, thank you. Next, I will show you how to improve academic grade.
Common problem: how to improve academic grade.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ashraf, so I will present to you common problem student to improve academic grade. I have four common problem: homesickness, relationship issue, not good enough in reading, poor sleep habit. So I will start with homesickness. Feeling homesick is really normal, especially in the first few months of university. Those around are probably feeling the same. To give a helping hand, we have put together our top tips for getting over homesickness. First tip is go out and keep yourself busy. Isolating yourself will make our feeling more intense. As well, spend even more time thinking about what we miss from home. Try to keep ourselves busy by organizing day trip, getting a part-time job, or even trying out some extracurricular activity. Next, explore our new surroundings. Go for a walk, do some sightseeing, do voluntary work within the local, and grip with what available on our unique campus. Next, plan one nice thing for ourselves a day. Plan things into our day that we enjoy doing and can look forward, whether it's socializing with friends or activity with community. We move to second point is a relationship issue. There are a lot of student problem as we probably know. Relationship plays an important role among them. An ideal relationship is possible only at the very beginning. Later, they are completely different stage. So here a common problem for students. We don't talk to each other. The simple inability to speak has broken many good relationships. If we want to have a successful relationship, we need to communicate more with each other. We must learn to find out everything during the conversation. Explaining to each other all the nonsense, but don't attack each other, putting forward ultimatum, raising your voice and trying to manipulate. In short, a dialogue is key to a happy relationship. Next, we move to a third point is not good in reading. As we know, reading and review listen is one of the factors that influence student exam marks. Some students who do not care about this will end regret if students do not learn from the failure. There are certain steps to attract students to reading and improve their memorization. First step is read aloud. If you are in your own room, you can actually say each word aloud. If you must remain silent, mumble the word to yourself, or at least mouth the word and say them in your head. It is important that you actually hear the sound, even if you only hear them in your imagination. Second tips is take a note. If you are thinking about what is important enough to write down, you will pay more attention to the reading. This will keep your mind from wandering, help you process the main point to the passage, improve the likelihood you will really remember things. Then we move to the last point is a poor sleep habit. Poor sleep habit can give effective on your work, especially for students. It will also challenging to our body health and will be affected to our physical and mental also. Researchers believe that sleep affect learning and memory in two ways. The lack of sleep impairs a person's ability to focus and learn efficiently. Sleep is necessary to consolidate the memory so that it can be recalled in the future. So there are effects when someone lacks the sleep. This effect is reduced focus and attention. Studies show that when people are sleep deprived, their brain wave lapse into brief sleep-like patterns while they are awake. That helps explain why exhausted students seem to space out in class. They might make careless error and they can have trouble concentrating on assessment work and on what the lecturer is saying. So it's all that from me. Always be positive and keep studying. Thank you. I will pass my present to my friend.
Solution: how to improve academic
A few
grade.
ways to improve our academic grades. First and foremost is to discuss with our teachers. Our teacher know our best, so it worth talking to them when we drawing up a plan of action for improving our grade. Ask them where they think you need to improve, and they will probably have some advice on how we can go about it. Then, if we point to daydreaming in class, it's time to start focusing on here and now. Listen to what the teacher is saying rather than talking with friends or allowing your mind to wander. So, the second solution is to take an effect notes. This means don't simply copy down what on the board without thinking about it. Make sure you understand it, make neat notes so that you can understand them when you come back to them. And don't be afraid to speak up if there's something you don't understand or want to clarify. It's much easier to ask a teacher to explain something differently than it is to troll through book trying to find a clear explanation for yourself, and then one thing less of you for asking. One of the reasons you may have identified for underperforming is that you are not taking good enough notes. Currently, correct notes from class can be difficult to make sense of when you come to revise from them, or even to write an essay based on them. It's all too easy to misunderstand your own note and fail to get a strong enough grasp of the topic. It's imperative, therefore, that you can produce good notes from each of your class and from the book you use. Note that you can read, that are useful, and that are logically organized if you make note by hand in the class. For example, try to type them up at the end of the day while they stay fresh in your mind. The third solution is use fun learning methods. You academically underperforming, another possible reason could be that you have not found the right learning style for you. We are all different, and each of us has our own way of studying that yield the best results. Perhaps you just have not found your most effective studying style yet. If you've been trying to work on your own, for example, you might find it easier to work with a friend or two so that you have someone else that to motivate you. And the last solution is become better at essay writing. Another common reason for academic underperformance is that the student essay writing skills are not sufficient for the level required to achieve top grade. This is fairly easily fixed by improving your essay writing technique. Good essay technique covers all aspects of easy essay writing, from the research to the final proofread, and even how to respond to the feedback you get for your essay. Responding in the right way to feedback and not taking criticism personally will be particularly useful if you feel you underperforming, as this should give you the guide you need to able to improve.
Conclusion.
Assalamualaikum
How to
warahmatullahi
improve
wabarakatuh. Okay, today I will tell you about conclusion how to improve our grades. Okay, the first conclusion is it will gain us information and knowledge. When we have information and knowledge, it very helpful in our daily life. Like we also know, in our daily life we doing some works, studies, and anything lah. We must have information and knowledge. If you don't have that, we cannot do that work, that homework, that study, all the things, right? We also know it. Okay. When we have knowledge and information help us. Knowledge and information help us to develop in thinking. Like the first one, it will help you to solve a problems by freeing up space in your working memories. Like when we have problems, we must do some research to solve that words. Like when we have problem like that, we must solve like that. When we have problem like that, we must solve like that, right? Okay, when we knowledge, the second one is it will help you to circumvent thinking by acting as ready supply of already tough and about. Keep in mind that much the same way. Knowledge is the knowledge. It will make us to to expand our thinkings, like in decision making. We move to another one. Another one is academic grade is very important in our daily lives. We will it will help us to get good first information from other people's. Like we also know the people nowadays, we will get it will see our grades. When we have good grades, oh, these are good students. Like okay, when we earn a good grades, we will gain a respect from the teachers, peers, other students and surrounding people. When we earn a good grades, it it will give us a first impression. Okay, good first impression. Okay, however, when we had good grades, will sometimes people will call us a nerd because we had good grades. Okay, talk to your teen about successful people who did academic high school. Make it clear that people with good grades as a teen of the goal to do good things. Okay, like sometimes teens are afraid to try hard because they are afraid of failure. Make sure your teen is willing to give it best in academically. When he doing good grades in school, they will have more confident. They will have more confident to do things. Like he will the more confident we will become. When we work, we can also prepare responsibilities and other roles. Lastly is make sure we practice all the things that we do in our daily life to achieve our goals. Like practice often include information on many different behaviors. It will approach skill and technique. It's possible to practice and master of that at one time. We must do in many ways, like many parts. When we it will encourage us to do one things to get a one heighting potential. When we have pro to do in one things, we can move to another parts. Okay, like making a commitment to practice essential to maximize the impact of training. After all, practice is the only way to become proficient in new skill or behavior. We need to embrace or discomfort of being beginner in order to continue to grow and improve. Okay, that's the important to practice our things in daily life. Like we must do and do and do and do the things to get good and improve things in our daily life. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.